So as you can see, you can't, because I did not consider the lighting setup when doing all this. And we could have a lot of problems today. I essentially just copy and pasted everything from my usual OBS. So maybe everything will go wrong. Volume low? I disagree. Everything seems to be just as high as normal. Hello, Epsilon. Yeah. What's up? Oh, dude, dude, I'm from 2002 as well. That's why the lighting and camera is so bad right now. That's crazy. Yes, we got like 30 minutes to kill, but honestly, I wanted to start streaming earlier because I didn't know if everything was going to work, and it seems to be fine, but we'll see. Hello, K. Jordan. Yeah, my volume is in the yellow, which is usually about where it is. Mario Kart 9 Battle Pass revealed. Dude, I'm so excited. I love racing. I love being a racist. But yeah, no, I considered it. It's annoying because I thought like, oh, maybe I should get like LED lights because that's what I used to do. I thought about it. I was like, nah, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out. It didn't. So like the only light in here right now is from the computer screen. So my face is gonna be illuminated, but you won't be able to see shit otherwise. I tested it out at one point, but I forgot to consider that this is like late at night, or almost late at night, like towards the bottom of the afternoon. Here, it's like 7 a.m. for you, or 9 a.m. wherever you are, probably. Yeah. Dimitri Mamoy said safe lab too. Oh man, we've had a lot of funnies happen over the past couple days. Specifically, let me get an artistic representation of it, actually. If I can find it. This isn't the one I was looking for, but this will do. This will do. Hold on. Please do. Okay, of course it's gonna save as WebP. That's amazing. Dude, Discord is so cool. Severed JP cosplayer being harassed for it. Like most cosplayers, she is a bitch and lame, actually. So, this is what's been going on in the world of Kibitos, apparently. I Show Speed showed up to China and immediately got, the Momoy special, we'll call it. Oh, music's too loud? Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. But I wasn't sure. I would love to play the clip. That's why I was like, I can't play that clip. I was like, I need to get an image. But that whole situation was very funny. They tried to blame some JP cosplayer for it, as Snake just said, but then she was like, no guys, that wasn't me, that's terrible. I would never act in character, I would only post my butthole online. As most cosplayers do, so. That's why I said your volume was low. Well, you should have said the music was high. Those are two different things, buddy. Chad, I have a question for you. How are you doing, my absolute legends? As I said, a lot of funny things have happened over the past few days. And real Kong patriots are in control, apparently. Donkey Kong, yeah. For those who don't know, Carl Jobs. How funny is it that his name is Jobs and he jobbed to Billy Mitchell? Lost his lawsuit to Billy Mitchell. It's my birthday? Well, happy birthday, Greg. But like everyone else on the planet, I was under the impression for the past several years that this man was suing him for his, like, supposedly cheated records, which, by the way, apparently happened when he was 17. I was under the impression this man was like 40 cheating records or something. I didn't know he was a teenager when all that shit went down, when he like played on an emulator or something, so it was illegitimate, but whatever. But yeah, this whole thing's been going on for years, and I never knew, like most people, that the actual thing was because Carl Jobs apparently accused him of being the reason Apollo Legend committed unalive. Sorry I had to say it that way. I don't know if YouTube would censor me if I said the real word. So that happened apparently, and that shit's just made up. It's complete YouTuber brain, right? I never actually hated, I never had a strong opinion of Jobs before. I liked a lot of his videos. I think he can do really good research. But when he makes like drama slop, it's always fucking garbage. And I guess most of his Billy Mitchell stuff is that. But just complete YouTuber brain, right? Like it was completely made up. It was never mentioned in the suicide note, nothing, dude. It's actually crazy. But all these fucking drama YouTubers just want to play the hero. They want to be the, you know, the guy on top of it all, the savior of everyone, right? Even the fucking judge in that court case was like, Mr. Jobs wants to be the knight that slays the dragon, but unfortunately his lance is weaker than he expected or something. That's how all these fucking drama people are. But if you go into the real world, you can't just say things without like legitimate proof. To like 100%, and then that's how you get sued for libel and defamation, etc. That whole shit was crazy. Honestly, you should, if you are interested in that at all, you really should look up the court verdict. It is extremely fucking funny. Because like I said, even the court judge called him out on that. I believe he used a Reddit comment in his defense. Because again, there was no proof that Billy drove that man to suicide. In fact, he mentioned, oh, I said the word. He mentioned other YouTubers in his like note, right? So complete fabrication. So in court, when they were like, oh, where's your proof for this? And he brings up a fucking Reddit comment that like suspected that they were connected. That's not how the real world works, buddy. Oh, man. Dimitri Monroe turned me into a newt. I hope you get that checked out. I don't know what that is. Sounds like it could be dangerous. It's pure fiction. Bro, if I was 17 and all I need to say to become a world champion is saying I made like a bajillion points in a game, I would do it. Yeah, exactly. Dude, if everything I've learned about this over the past several years, firstly, it's kind of crazy. I feel like no one would even talk about Billy Mitchell as much if it wasn't for Carl's Jobs. But like, what's really funny is like, he has like a million thumbnails now that it's like, Billy Mitchell's finished. I'm finished. Like, he's done for. It's over. I've won the case. And now it's the equivalent of doing the Vegeta thumb pose as a Dragon Ball character, right? It's the equivalent of doing this. Cool, thank you for the 20
Jobbers
months.
be like me when I spread misinformation online. Smiley face emoji. Me when I get sued IRL for it. Scared face emoji.
It's so bad because he had a million attempts just to back down. Because, like, he, you know, Mitchell threatened of suing this and that, apparently, right? And he just kept going. Man just thought he was invincible because he fucking lives on YouTube. Got put out in the real world and put down real fast. Your Honor, Reddit says. Yeah. I don't know. I've learned over the years that, like, most people... Would Billy Mitchell be considered a lolcow? Most people like obsessed, maybe I shouldn't even limit to that. Most people obsessed with like people over the internet, like just constantly never ending like that to the point of stalking, are usually somehow worse or at least more idiotic than the person they're going after usually. At least that's how it's continued to seem over the years from observing, for me anyway. I always hate YouTube drama, but I was seriously interested in this because of the because it's like actually real. It's not just fucking YouTube drama. The court case, I mean. I love how the judge called out his retraction of the statement was pathetic. Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I said if you're interested in this at all, if you're not caught up on this, you really should go read, or excuse me, watch the court verdict. The judge like just puts him in the fucking ground. Like I said, that comment about him like wanting to be a hero to slay the dragon, actual Kino. And dude, and speaking of like YouTuber brain, literally the day he lost the trial, he uploaded a video and he was like, oh, well, I needed to do a YouTube sponsorship thing. And again, just like a slave to the YouTuber mentality of everything, dude. Just completely lives in a fictitious world. There we go. 90% of A-logs are only marginally better than the person they orbit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Dude, I don't know if anyone else has ever felt this way. I think there really has to be something in American water that is, well, multiple things that are just poisoning us. Because every time I'm out of America, my hair just is so much better. I mean, you can't tell because you can't see shit right now because I got this 2006 webcam situation going on. Like every time I'm out of the country, I feel like my hair is just so much better. I don't know what it is. Something with the water, man. Like I don't do anything different. I just shampoo, condition every other day or every other 2 days, depending on if I'm going out. Purple stuff. Sorry, I'm spaced out. We were previously, first we were talking about Momoy dropping the N-word on I Show Meat, and then we were talking about Billy Mitchell epically owning Carl Jobs. Complete Kong head victory. Probably depends on the state you're in. Had someone from another state tell me my home state water smelled like sulfur. Honestly, that might be true because I think the place I lived before, the previous place I'm at, in Burgerland, I actually think my hair was better there too. But again, every time I leave where I live, I'm like, wow, my hair feels better. I feel like my hair doesn't look bad usually, but like, I don't know, it just feels healthier. What's the prediction, guys? I think it's 3D Mario. I think that's how you start a fucking system. We're not gonna get a new Zelda game, because we just got a bunch. I feel like it's been a while, and I mean, starting with Mario Kart and a 3D Mario, just, I don't know. I mean, I'll buy your fucking plastic Nintendo at that point. Billy Mitchell is definitely a kind of a dick, but most of the people obsessed with him aren't much better. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Usually the people who get really obsessive over lolcows or whatever are around the same area. I mean, that's kind of my whole view on the general situation, to keep the jokes down for a second. Like, sure he cheated, sure he's a dick, but Jobs deserve to job and completely lose the case. Everything with that is completely ridiculous, how he misled his audience, everything. Silk Song in chat? Oh man. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Is it going to call Mario Kart 9 or... I think honestly they're gonna consider it Mario Kart 10. /X/ Mega, whatever. Because I'm pretty sure they consider Tour an actual Mario Kart. I believe they also consider the playset, like the toy Mario Kart, a proper entry as well, but no one else does. He cited Reddit. Yeah, I brought that up earlier. His defense was built on a Reddit comment. He really brought in his bucket of gold. F-Zero and DK. Dude, I'd be so happy with an F-Zero game. I feel like they don't want to do that though, because Mario Kart 9 started out with
Can't wait to pay $70 for Joy-Con drift again. Eagle emoji, eagle emoji, eagle emoji, eagle emoji.
Thank you for the 5, Iron Pluka. Me unironically. Dude, I can't even joke. Like, I need my Big Bang Wahoo. The fact that this is starting with Mario Kart means I'm probably gonna get it on release. Because again, Mario Kart's one of my favorite games. I'm a racist. I love racing. I can't resist the track. Okay? I probably won't be getting it otherwise. Also, I love 3D Mario. So, I'm Italian. I'm 5 foot. I am Mario. I'm gonna turn this song up because this shit's really low. 7 years since Smash Ultimate, not a stretch to imagine being a launch game. I don't think it'll be a launch game. I mean, I guess that happened with Melee, Super Smash Brothers Melee. So it's not impossible. Not saying you're crazy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Missed the first Switch, I have to get this one. You're like one of the 5 people who does not own a Switch. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Also, I have a fear in here as well. Everywhere I go. She's always protected me. Thank you again for the 5 Iron Blue card.
Also can't wait for the actual Emotes to put their Joy-Con handles on the wrong side again. Crying face emoji.
There's always something. People were licking. They had to make the Switch cartridges taste bad so people wouldn't eat them. The average Nintendo fan, man. Sonic Riders is goated. That's true. That's so true. Be horrifying. I definitely think the next Smash game is not gonna be like Ultimate 2. It's gonna be like a reboot, you know? Which could be good for some, because if you look at like a lot of the old characters, right? Like their movesets are kind of like not there compared to like, you know, every DLC character has like a million mechanics and Mario's just like, I kick. So I don't know, a reboot could be good. Like all those base characters getting like new advanced movesets. I'd be pretty happy with that after Ultimate, because I think you can't follow up Ultimate without doing something like slightly different. Because Ultimate was just like, here's everything, the culmination of every game before this, essentially. Except we don't have Poke Floats, because fuck you. I probably won't get a Switch 2 on launch, that's fair. I have an OLED. I just don't know where they could show up to make me need to buy it on launch. Yeah, that's fair. Again, if they did not tell me Mario Kart was immediately coming out, I'd be right there with you. Again, Mario Kart's my favorite Nintendo game. I keep saying it, I love racing. I'm addicted. I'm a racist. Okay, Nintendo Switch Online GameCube in this. Yeah, I mean, GameCube is the best console, the best games. I'd be happy about that. It wouldn't make me want the system, because Nintendo Switch Online stuff does not interest me, but, you know, it'd be good to get GameCube games in there. Did stream die? Did stream die? Okay. I don't know. Again, this is all like, it's a copy pasted. Literally everything is copy pasted. The same microphone, same stand, same keyboard. Everything's copy pasted. I'm worried something's gonna go wrong. Forced into another YouTube video. That's probably like an ad or something. That's rough. The one thing YouTube streaming really needs to add is they really need to add so memberships don't have to watch ads. It's like, I mean, Twitch is literally unwatchable because it's Twitch, but the ads on there are just constant swarm. YouTube's not as bad, but it's missing that one benefit, I think. Same Dimitri. Yeah, I copy pasted myself over. Why pay for travel cost when you can just do that? Imagine watching Twitch. So fucking true, dude. Dude,
$50 it's gonna be Mario then Disney Cafe slop again.
That was last stream. You have to remember, this is a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, right? We're not gonna, this has to be the selling point, right? They're not gonna have just your basic, like, oh, here's the new Disney adult game, woohoo, you know? They're gonna try to sell you on it this time. But yeah, I don't use Twitch. It's the reason I don't try to appeal anymore. I don't try to go back. I never support anyone who streams on Twitch. Everyone wants to fucking complain about it, but no one wants to actually, you know, put their foot down and not use it. At least for the people who stream there, anyway. Not me, though. I actually hate it enough to not support it in any way. I wish I got it launched, but I don't have a Switch 2 money. Understandable, but they might come on with a version 2. Yeah, that's always a thing to worry about for any console. Your Slim Edition, your OLED, this and that. I mean, usually the first edition has its benefits. Like the first edition Switches are still the only ones you can hack. That's why mine's hacked. So usually there's some whoa, hello. Dude, I did not realize we were so quick in this. Dude, I'm red. I'm flustered. This volume seems good, right? I think it seems good. Hopefully it does. Hey, Pikmin. Oh, man. Do you think they're gonna give us a sequel to Kid Icarus? That would actually be my dream. Let Sakurai make a game that isn't Smash, please. Wow. There's a 2 in there. Yo, M? Whoa, where are we going? Nintendo. It's probably like Bayonetta or something, honestly. Alright, kids, get out of the stream. This is apparently a man's reveal today. M for Mario. It's probably like the newest edition of Skyrim, actually. Alright, Mario Kart 9X. I really hope there's costumes and stuff. Like, I really hope they actually take more from Tour in terms of, like, content.
Let's go!
I really love this Mario mode. Shy Guy. King Boo's back. Let's go. So I believe the gimmick for this is gas, right? So it's like Sonic Riders. Oh, dude, that Peach is so sexy. The end, please. Where's end? Donkey Kong. I like Paulina a lot, honestly. Was that like an actual jet ski? I mean, I know we've had water transformations for a while, right? I couldn't tell. Whoa! Dude, rail grinding, Kino! Kino! Dude, you're shoving the fucking cows! They brought the cow in the game! Oh, that's cool. This is like Sonic racing game shit. This is like actually a lot of style. Okay, new cow. Oh, wait! Okay, those are outfits. They transform mid-match though? Like, what was that? I mean, that's cool. We got the outfits. Kamek, okay. Mario Kart World. Interesting.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
It's always been harder to analyze each thing when you're looking back and forth and shit. It's interesting that the flight mode actually is like a plane thing now instead of the...
exclusively
like, it's more like
Nintendo
Sonic
Switch 2 system.
transformed.
Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Man, this... Dude,
battle,
airship battle! Airship DS! Oh my god! That's my favorite course. How many racers? Whoa, how many racers?
In this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Huh. Open world Mario Kart, baby.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Koopa Troopa Beach.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Yo, was that a Pianta?
Introducing Knockout Tour.
I love sunshine content.
Race non-stop.
Petey's
got
gotta be in here, right?
To another.
There's no way Petey's not here, but Pianta's here.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
It's like Battle Royale.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Okay. Free roam. I was joking
drive
earlier.
around this vast world in free roam.
I didn't realize there was actually open world Mario Kart.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Are we gonna get like Mario Kart RP like GTA? Is that what people are gonna do now?
You can also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together.
This is cute
at different
though.
locations.
I like this. Like, glad we still got actual courses. But down. But again, I want this to be like a I want this to be like a
brand new
service.
Race across the entire
Just keep
world
giving me
starts
content.
here. Mario Kart World.
The 3D world little guy.
The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, base. Okay,
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming
Yeah, I gotta
Mario
try
Kart
to get a
World
day
Direct.
one Switch 2.
So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
The race, it calls to me.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we
What
hope
did
you're
they do
looking
to
forward
DK?
to it.
It's based on his classic design. I don't really like it. I like a lot of the redesigns so much, but
Next,
not DK.
we'd like to introduce some of
prefer
the new
rare
features of
rare
Nintendo
wares
Switch 2.
DK.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
How do you guys
for Switch
feel about
2.
the little like mouse situation with the Joy-Cons
And on the
too?
right
I feel like I'm
Joy-Con
not a
2,
big fan.
We've added a new C button.
Okay.
Let's take a look
Cool.
at some new experiences it offers.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, it's fine. Like, for a Nintendo gimmick, I get it. But I feel like I'm not crazy about it. Alone?
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo! That was me. That was you. So quick.
Oh, they're doing the fake gamer thing? We were past this, guys.
Wait, no,
This is like a 2013 E3 thing.
Come on, no.
They're not, the audio's not even synced. That's how faked it
Introducing
is.
Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh my god. Hey, what's up? This is just Discord.
Hello?
It's just Discord. You're literally it's the same
With this
layout.
feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Yeah, follow.
Okay.
Let's for an adventure.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? All right, let's keep
That's
going.
so,
Okay.
but
It
you're
can pick
so
up your
far
speaking
away.
voice clearly, even
That's
from a
not
distance.
good. That's like
Jump on
Xbox
here.
lobby chat. You're gonna hear,
All right,
yeah.
let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat? Okay, nice.
Did you get hit by a butthole?
It's okay.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
I love
If you
Nintendo,
open
but
the
it's
chat
always so
menu
funny
and
how
turn on
they
game screen
present
sharing,
like
Good job,
10-year-old tech
There we go. There we go.
You
as
can
like
also
the
share your
brand
game
new
screen.
thing.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really?
Proximity chat in Mario
did?
Kart
You
would
guys
actually be
just
pretty
did it.
fucking
Well, I
awesome.
wanna do it too.
Oh shoot! Oh!
I would. I love proximity chat. It makes like everything.
Oh no!
Such a fun feature.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard.
That's New
right?
Horizon,
Tough.
man.
Oh wow! I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell! I'm falling! Okay, we got it. We're safe. We're safe.
Is that Urza Miller, bro?
Look, there's a star. That's so cute. So
They
cute.
really got Urza Miller for this, huh?
You can adjust the size of your game screen.
The bot's on.
I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
could not be working.
Or expand another friend's game
it's on.
screen.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
You're almost there,
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Zim said Zay or something.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to try.
Is that the Donkey Kong place from the movie?
Okay, you ready?
Smile.
Yay!
Oh, yo, that's it.
I feel there's no way the Switch
On the right
2
Joy-Con
has the
2
hardware
controller,
tech for this
there's
to
an
function
additional
well,
button.
by the way. I mean, we can already
With
see
the
that.
C
Already see the
button, you can
FPS
pull up
drop
a
in
chat
the other
menu.
people's. But like that's gotta be demanding on your
Actually,
own system
guys,
too.
I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay. Sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this. By connecting this camera to the system,
Oh, the eye toy, guys!
Hey, what's up? Hello.
The eye toy, it's back!
Yo. Yeah.
We're going 20 years back, not just 10.
Good?
you can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with
Who's
just
gonna
the
do
camera.
this?
No.
Is anyone really excited in chat for this?
Can you wait for me?
Make yourself known.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh, okay. Wait.
It's like the thing they do for the Mario Kart arcade.
Using
I feel like
game
that's
chat.
at least a bit more like
Even when
interesting,
you're
but
apart,
I'm not.
you can play games and
I'm not
hang
doing
out
that.
as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere.
Do you guys believe
Game chat.
that's a real group of friends? By the way, that really sell you?
What did you
like,
think?
Oh man, they're having so much fun.
In
That could be
developing
me.
Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online.
I think it's
with others
like,
more closely,
I think it's
including
crazy
family and
that
friends.
like that's a button
Almost
on the
as if
Switch
you're
too.
all
They
playing
thought this was
together in the same
important enough
place.
to make it a button, right?
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2
Like that's the
camera,
craziest part about that. Like I wouldn't even
which will
really
be
care that
available
much.
on the same day as Switch 2.
But why? That's your like big sell,
A
you know?
Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat,
I was
it
gonna
will
like
be
a free
available
trial.
without a membership for a limited time.
Yeah. Thank
We
you for the
hope you'll
two
try it out.
Thank you so much, dude.
We can finally have the
Additionally,
goon
Game
seshra.
Chat supports the Nintendo Switch
Oh,
parental
you're gonna
controls
have
app,
Mr.
and
Miyamoto
different
knocking on
settings
your
can be
door if you
adjusted.
try anything,
For
buddy.
example,
That
whether
feed's
parental
going
permission
directly
is
to
always
Nintendo.
required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you
Is
can
the
share
volume
with family
fine,
and
by the
friends.
way?
On Nintendo Switch,
I
even
feel
if
like
you
I'm
just have
competing
one
a bit,
game,
but I'm
you
not
can
sure.
pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can
Good,
play
good,
together locally
okay.
on
Well, if
multiple
there's any problems
systems
in the
using
VOD,
just one game,
Blaming
with
everyone
GameShare.
who just said it's fine.
As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With GameShare, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2.
Yo, guys,
or a
log on the
Nintendo Switch
Clubhouse
system.
games,
You
bro.
can share
Let's
a game
go.
with up to 3 other systems at a time.
You can be a bit louder. I
GameShare
don't know if I can make
also
me
supports
louder.
online play with other Switch 2
I could
systems.
try. Like, this
And you
fucks
can
up
use it
with
with
this
friends
phone.
via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
There,
GameShare can only be
decimal
used with
high.
compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games
Switch 2 has
51
games?
Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Like, okay, so
GameShare
I
support is also planned for select games
I
exclusive to
really
Nintendo Switch 2,
thought
so we hope you'll look forward to
this
it.
is gonna be like banger after
Up
banger or
next.
something for this.
We'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch
Alright.
2 system itself.
This audio is slightly lagged, right?
Please take a look.
I'm gonna refresh, guys.
Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
Hopefully this is fine.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger
Whoa,
built-in
7.9
screen.
inches.
Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Pretty big, Mr.
The system's
Miyamoto.
thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen. The screen supports up to
120
FPS.
FPS. That's actually
Second, allowing for smoother gameplay.
I almost
and
don't
supported
believe
titles.
you. That's crazy. A Nintendo console over 60 FPS, brother. Fucking.
The LCD screen is more.
It's really important. I mean, I'm really
and
happy
supports
about
HDR,
that. Even
providing
like
more
shit like
contrast between light and dark areas of the
PlayStation,
images.
Xbox games, like they're still stuck at like 30. I have to see it to believe it, but just hearing that, I'm like, that's awesome. But
Strong
I
magnets
wouldn't.
keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Yo, the SL button is bigger.
The SL
Holy
and
fuck.
SR buttons are bigger for greater
I'm
comfort
so
and
hyped.
control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now
Or
larger.
video games were actually running that. I mean, most games do, just not on consoles.
Each
Especially not
Joy-Con
Nintendo
2
consoles.
controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
So, Kid Icarus?
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
You guys really are going
It
on
has
this
a
voice
built-in
chatting
microphone,
thing, huh?
so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It
Do
also
you think Switch
uses
2 is gonna have
noise-canceling
achievements?
technology to filter sound.
I feel like that's where
your
Nintendo
voice
is.
You know what
on
else
that.
is bigger? My mom.
Oh! Thank you for the two, dude.
Even if
Draws
you don't
with
have a
fists.
surround
Thank you, man.
sound system, games can be
That was a
enjoyed with
chuckler.
more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
So no, I would prefer, like, if they told me there are gonna be achievements in the Switch 2, I'd be happy about that. I do not give a shit about this voice chat thing, but like I actually like achievements.
Place
Yo,
your
whoa.
Nintendo Switch 2
Is that
however
Mario Kart?
you like with a large, sturdy stand.
What was that?
You can move it
That was
freely.
that was probably
like
Mario
this.
Party actually. I did not see it. Two USB-C ports.
In
Holy
addition to
fuck.
the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one
Oh my
on
God.
top as well.
Two of them.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo
Gucci, this
Switch
is for all the
2
people who
comes
never
with
played games outside of 10. This
256
is all
gigabytes
amazing
of
to them.
internal storage, 8 times
Do people
that
like
of
that
Nintendo
exist? Who
Switch.
just are like
For
in a
storing your
little
game
bubble?
downloads, save data,
Like Nintendo's
and more.
constantly keeping them like 10 years
Reading and
behind.
writing data is also faster.
I don't know though. I mean, you have like a phone. Phones have achievements. Phones have
Use
voice
the
chat for
Nintendo
games.
Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV
guys have phones,
and
right?
enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is
You're-
also
you're-
supported in TV mode.
4K. Brother, I think this is impressive, but I need to see it.
The Nintendo
know?
Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
I don't even like 4K
This
for
helps
video
keep
games. I don't go
performance stable.
above 2K. Usually feels unnecessary.
On Nintendo Switch 2,
2K is good though. I love
you can
2K.
play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
For the win, so true, buddy, so true. I would be real bummed if we don't. Like, I'm really excited for Mario Kart, but
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of
I
new
really,
gameplay features.
sorry, I lost track of my train of thought. I
And
really was
to
hoping
help
to see like
players
something
better
else,
understand
like
the
3D
Switch
Mario.
2
I feel like I have
we're
egg on my
currently
face,
developing
dude.
this
I was
game.
totally convinced.
Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello.
Why are you so
My current
small?
location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour,
Oh, this is cute.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone.
Wait,
join
why
me
are you a
inside the
meme?
game.
Why are you like
There
generic,
are a lot of
like
question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
DEI design for websites? You know.
This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers
I'm less
attached to the
excited
system
now.
with magnets. And those magnets are inside
Why,
the system.
why isn't he a me?
The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
Yeah, this really isn't about Nintendo Switch 2 games, huh? This is
Through
really
examining
like
signs like
just
these,
about
you can discover all sorts of
little
secrets
bits and
about
bobs on
Nintendo
the
Switch
Switch.
2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
I'm not even a big
You can
me
adjust
guy.
the
I gotta be
position of the
honest.
golf
I'm
club
kind of a
and
me
aim for the
hater
cup
at times.
by rotating
but,
the
like,
Joy-Con 2.
This should have been their time.
By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There
Kind
are
of
plenty.
fucked up that like this feels more
Nintendo
like a
Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a
Sony
paid
type of,
digital
like,
game on
thing.
the same day as Nintendo
and
Switch
like
2.
Astrobot was
So
the,
please check it out
like
if you're
pack-in
interested.
tech demo for that. And that feels
Calling
like
it.
doing.
These
I'd like
will
to
be
share
body
some more
type 1 and
information
2.
regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, these were always picture
This
female.
is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
I don't remember. I haven't touched a me thing.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards.
Oh,
but
that
it's
dude,
now
that
red,
shit was
and
paid.
it
I
has
missed
much
that.
faster data
Wow, my
readings.
mind immediately blanked that out. It was trying to save me.
Next up is additional
That's fucking
storage.
ridiculous. That's not even a
Switch
free
2 will
packet.
only work with micro SD.
Bro,
express
fucking
cards.
again, Sony gave out Astrobot,
They're a
dude.
different
Like,
type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfer
thank you for the
possible.
2 chaos. Dude, that's ridiculous. That's a Nintendo tax,
Please note
baby.
that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally,
you can use a normal
to
SD
transfer
card.
data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer
I don't
save
know.
data, digital games,
Nintendo's
and
weird with
more.
that. For Animal Crossing, it was
We're
literally
also
only
releasing
changed
a
Type A
new
and B
Pro
in
controller.
the English American
It
version,
has a C
not even
button,
English
which
otherwise.
launches Game Chat,
Just
and
pure
on the back
localization.
there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've
Now, you can use
introduced
neural
a
micro
few new
SDs for
features,
these.
and after today's presentation,
Nintendo just sells,
the
like, here's a
official
micro
Nintendo
SD with a
Switch 2
mushroom on
website
it.
will go live.
I
There
own
will
one of
also
them.
be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo
even
Switch
Emotes?
2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
That's like 2 months. Notice how I look at a calendar.
Broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch
That's
2,
quick.
you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type.
Oh, so like these are Nintendo Switch
Some
games,
games
but they
that
got
were
enhanced
released on
for it.
Switch will receive upgraded versions that
Yeah.
offer things like improved visuals.
Do you have to pay
unique ways
for
to
it
play
though?
on
Is this a
Switch
paid
2,
upgrade? This is a
and
paid
more.
upgrade. This is a paid upgrade. Right?
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Do you have to buy it again?
Please take a look.
Wait, you have to hold on. Do you have to? Please elaborate. Do we have to buy the
Mario
entire
Party
game again?
Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
Please elaborate.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Voice
audio
controls.
recognition,
Oh man, we're going back to Mario
more
Party 6 and
expressive
7.
rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's
I
check
don't
out
want-
3 new
it's
and
so
updated modes.
I don't want that.
First up is Mario Party mode, With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities.
Dude, Neo, you're in this.
You'll be able
Look,
to see
dude.
each other's faces as you play, so you can
Find your
experience
favorite character,
all the reactions
Luigi.
and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online.
You're all, yeah, that really sucks. I'd rather have
It's
the
Bowser
me.
Live, a mode where the live
Like the
player
me,
team
I,
wins.
not me, me.
Bowser will bring you on stage too. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
This is just Connect. They're
Ride
just
in RC
dude,
car
we've
with
gone
your
full
voice.
circle.
Go.
We've gone full circle.
And compete in other mini games using
This is
full
literally
body
just
movement
Connect.
and sound.
No one liked this.
Finally,
This lost at the
take a
ballot
ride on the
box.
mouse-controlled carnival coaster with the safety bar lowered and secured.
Oh man, all the Nintendo YouTubers are gonna be like, oh, this is so
Use mouse
innovative.
controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and
Never
rumbles of
happened
the
before.
coaster. When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players
I
each
actually
control an
really
arm,
thought,
and one where you shake a can
again,
of
not,
spray paint
not
and
to
quickly
stick on the
tag
whole me thing,
objects.
'cause again, I'm not really a me guy, but I thought with
Enjoy
the whole
thrill
like
of these
Tomodachi
intuitive
Life thing
minigames.
coming back at the
How
end of the
quickly
Switch,
can you
Switch
reach the
lifespan,
station?
I thought we were
From
signaling like the
minigames
return of
that
the
use a
Mii's,
camera,
because like
the
Nintendo
built-in
Switch didn't really
microphone,
have like
mouse controls,
similar design
and
principles
rumble.
to like
the
the Wii
biggest
and the
party
Wii U.
yet is
you know?
getting even bigger.
Like the Mii's were like
Super
hidden
Mario
in
Party
a
Jamboree,
menu and stuff.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo
Upgrade.
Switch 2 players who already own
How
Super Mario
much?
Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
How much? Not gonna tell me? Okay. That's gonna be
Please look forward
overpriced as
to a
shit.
new Mario Party experience.
That's gonna be
where you
like
can see each other's reactions while
$50.
playing. Let's continue
It's
presenting some
Nintendo.
more
It-
Nintendo
there's
Switch
no
2
way.
Edition games.
Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
Nintendo Switch 2
Draws
Edition
No
with
way
this,
the
thank you
camera's
again.
gonna be
Breath
this
of the
clean
Wild
and no
The
lag.
Legend of Zelda
Yeah,
Tears of the
no,
Kingdom.
I there are a lot of things they're
Feature
saying
enhanced
that like I
resolution and
think
frame
sound
rates.
cool, not so much that, but like I need to actually
also
see it to
support
believe it.
HDR,
But yeah,
which
thank you
makes
for the two
image
draws
more
with this.
vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
Wow, it looks like when I
Plus,
emulate it.
You can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
What?
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
They won.
It's a game-specific service that's
Stop
exclusive
trying to
the
make the
Switch 2
Nintendo
editions
Switch
of
app a
these
thing
titles.
Nintendo.
For example, it can help guide you to various locations.
Dude, do you
like
remember
shrines
this
and
used to be a
koroks you haven't
feature
found
on the
yet.
Wii U
Guidance
gamepad?
activating. Proceed north.
You have a GPS?
Or
A GPS?
you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another
That's
player
cool.
to create
That's
in their
fine.
game.
I like the QR code thing actually, of all the things they said. I can't believe they added a fucking GPS. Dude, you don't even play the game anymore. You just get the live walkthrough.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more
Hyrule
enjoyable.
maps. Oh, Kirby content.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story
Is this an expansion?
exclusive to
Yeah,
the Nintendo
okay.
Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land.
Brother,
after
he
being
just
struck by a
terrestrialized.
powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
Oh, is this like a remix though?
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
It looks like there's just gonna be a decent amount of different stuff. I'm
Metroid
actually excited
Prime
for that. I
4
fucking
Beyond
love.
will have
I love
both a
that game,
Nintendo
bro.
Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I'm happy to just get like, here's a little side story. I don't want to pay like $70 for it, but I do want to play it.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
That's gonna be good. I feel like I'd still prefer a Wii
You
Remote.
can explore the immersive
This is gonna
world
be
in
Wii U
4K
crash
at
all over
60
again.
frames per second.
No, I
Or
completely
enjoy
did.
smoother
Thank you for the
action
two. I
in full
completely
HD
disagree.
at
The
120
fucking Wii U
frames per
failed just because it was named
Choose
horribly
from
and they
these
had
two
0
modes,
games.
both of which support
I think
HDR,
everything they're
based on
doing
your
with this is
preference and
exceptionally
playstyle.
safe, which isn't very exciting. But
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year.
I bet you all the
will not
footage
only
we've seen of this
receive a
game
Nintendo Switch version
is from the
but a
Switch 2
Nintendo
version.
Switch 2 edition as well.
I bet you this thing
By
runs like
taking advantage of
crapple.
the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with
I
enhanced
hate
resolution
how Pokemon looks
and
now,
frame
dude.
rates.
It's so fucking ugly. I know I already went
The
on my
Nintendo
spiel
Switch 2
last
edition
stream,
games
but
you
Jesus
just
Christ.
saw will be available as
I'm like
both
offended
physical
every time I see
and
modern
digital
Pokemon.
versions. And if you already
These
own
games
the
all run
Nintendo Switch
horribly on
version of
Switch
the game,
1. I've
you
only
can play
played
the
all of
Nintendo
these
Switch 2
games
edition
on
by
my
purchasing an upgrade pack.
official Nintendo Switch
We hope
PC
you're looking
system.
forward to these Nintendo
So,
Switch
I actually
2
have very
edition
little
games.
experience on the actual console.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Get it, Chris?
Please take a look.
I don't... I mean, I guess it was because the audio was desync, but that did not have the same effect. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like whatever. Dude, live Hamari gameplay, let's go. This is just Rocket League, right? Football League. Not gonna lie, you like put a slightly more feminine design on this, brother. I'm there. Nothing sexier than a girl that can't walk. This actually does look incredibly fucking lame, though. I'll be honest. Are there other people just like hanging in the back? Summer 2020. Is anyone hyped for that? I need to apologize to chat user Hannah. I was like, no, this direct's gonna be great. They're gonna show off all the like cool system sellers. You're gonna see the new 3D Mario.
3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
This is crap.
Next, here are some
Dude,
games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
This is so like not great.
I have long observed the lands between.
Hey, guys, it's Elden Ring. We finally have a console that can run it, said Nintendo.
You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
It always needs a late in game to show off the new gimmicks. I think ARMS looked more interesting than that, man. That looked like... There was nothing like visually like stunning, right? That looked like a $5 game I'd see on Steam, right? There was nothing that screamed like Nintendo to me about that. And you could have put cute girls or something, and I probably would have cared.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth,
franchise.
getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Still early access? Oh boy. Man, this really is a modern console.
我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンを、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。
Kimberly's getting an amiibo? Wait, they're getting amiibos for like Chun-Li? Chun-Li doesn't have an amiibo, right? That's fucked up.
Weapon safety mechanism confirmed.
I hate you, Capcom.
All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with
Where's
slime.
my Chun-Li for the cum jar?
Commencing launch.
Is this
After
Deus
2 long wars
Ex,
where our
whatever?
freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated.
Still never played this
from
game.
humans.
Wanted to.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Yeah, Damon X Mach.
Thanks for the warm welcome! This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom.
It's a spin-off.
The Trinitas has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
Robot games are having a
Because we're
big
in the middle
resurgence
of a
lately,
war.
I've noticed.
Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you.
For both better and
I'll
worse.
tear you apart! All
Some real great ones and some
bring
real
hope to
stinkers
our
coming out lately.
lives. Don't they?
Hey,
Aw,
this
this
is Joseph
guy.
Forrest from Hazelight.
I don't fucking
I'm super
care.
excited
Oh
for
my
Split Fiction
god.
to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is
What is this, the fucking Game Awards? This sucks!
Sci-fi and Zoe who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this.
You guys
if you like
want to
It
play
Takes Two,
Space Lesbians
you're
on
gonna
your
love
Nintendo
this one,
Switch
trust
too?
me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch
Yeah, guys,
2.
fuck the Oscars.
Madden
We're
NFL
only doing
will
video
also be
games,
arriving
but
on the
the
Nintendo
Oscars
platform.
with video games.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced
Yeah, this is
graphics
really
and
just-
seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding World like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2
There are
give
lesbians
you
based
even
on all
more
his
ways
daughters.
to experience the adventure.
Good to
Discover
know.
the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as
You
Switch
know how
2.
video games are. It was a fair assumption.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Doesn't Pro Skater 3+4 not have the story mode? And didn't it almost not have like a core character, but Tony Hawk was like, no, you aren't allowed to make the game otherwise. Pretty awesome, actually. It's like 1+2, where it's just the jam session style maps. That's kind of is that Bikini Bottom? That's kind of lame.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
You doesn't know who Bam Majara is? Hell
As
no.
the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's
Well,
imagination.
80% of these games are the Switch 2 crash. No, these are old games. You have to wait for the actual new game to come out for it to crash.
Will we get an actual physical KH on Switch 2 low?
Thank you for the two Sonic Extreme. I remember when the cloud versions of like KH3 was announced, I was like, oh, like they added the Final Fantasy character? It was like, no, here, played at 5 FPS on cloud service, thanks. I've never watched Chat Gas. No. Never interested me as a kid.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Oh, is this like the 007 remake? Thank you for the 2 again, Drone with Fist.
God, these below. Everything's a damn reboot low.
Yeah, video games aren't
Bravely
good.
Default returns, remastered in high definition.
It's like, hey man, check out the new game. It's
Featuring the Bravely
re-release,
Default commands
but we
that
made
help
it
you
worse
control
than the one you
flow
know.
of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs
Speaking
to
of-
build out your very own party.
I love Bravely Default.
Enjoy your
The
adventure
actual,
with upgraded features and
very
enhancements.
censored game.
And all
In the
new
English release.
mini-games with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD
Dude, they have
Remaster.
such good.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light.
The worst part about all these remakes that come out too, they're usually based on the US edition, so they don't have to bother making 2 versions. That's why like the definitive version of Xenoblade is censored, and the definitive version of Tokyo Mirage is censored to hell.
1988年東京と大阪2
2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。
That's Square Enix's thing now. More than anyone else.
今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Wait, is this a new game? Koei Tecmo. AAA Game Studio? Wait, is that their name? Wait, is that the Tears of the Kingdom thing?
Who descended from the heavens. Joined
right here.
hands
Hold
with
on.
the Hylians, who dwelled
They're bleeding.
on the surface.
Oh my god.
Their union.
Wait,
led
actually, is
to
this a
prosperous
fucking
kingdom.
Warriors game? Hold on.
But in time,
First Hyrule Warriors
a
game is
terrible
amazing.
evil
It's a shame it
arose.
never got a sequel. Are we actually getting Hyrule Warriors
A war
2?
was fought to
Like for real?
vanquish this evil, one which future generations
Jesus
recall
Christ, my ears are bleeding.
the imprisoning war.
Dude, it's offensive how
Perhaps
bad Zelda's
you
English
truly
is.
have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be like the other one that I don't like. The sequel to Hyrule Warriors that doesn't exist. They're literally doing the exact same thing as that game too, in terms of making it like a prequel thing. Doesn't Age of Calamity end in some bullshit, right? Where it's like, it sounds cool at first, like you're going through like the dark, the thing that led to, you know, Breath of the Wild. So it's like, oh, the game's gonna end in like a Thanos type of thing. You know, where the villain wins. And then it's like, no, actually you time travel and everyone's happy and nothing bad ever happens.
It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from
This
Nintendo.
is so bad.
We hope you're looking
I
forward
really
to the
dislike these because I
untold story
really
of the
fucking
imprisoning
love the original Hyrule Warriors being
which
like
took
a
place in Hyrule
celebration
long
of
ago.
Zelda, like the series. And you had like your own
And
original
now,
characters like
some
Link.
news
Link
about
was sexy.
Nintendo Switch Online.
But like you had,
You
it
can
was just so
continue
fun.
to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Like having all this content from
And
different
with
eras of
Nintendo
Zelda.
Switch Online Plus expansion pack,
In Age of Calamity,
you can
just did
enjoy
not
a
have
new
that. It did not
membership
have
benefit
the
exclusively
content.
on Switch 2. Please
The
take a
gameplay
look
even
at
because
this.
it ran it at 5 FPS. Oh, here, Nintendo Switch Online GameCube, baby!
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo
Man, I love
Switch
the
2.
GameCube sounds.
Nintendo
I have
GameCube,
a
originally
GameCube
released in 2001.
right behind me, actually.
Here are the
Maybe I can
titles that will be available at
show
launch.
it.
A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a
Hey,
mysterious
weren't a lot of you
baton,
guys being like,
Link
hey
sets
man, they
sail
need to
on an
release
adventure across
Wind
the
Waker
Great Sea.
HD on the
The
Switch.
Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
There you go.
Transcending history and
Terrible
the
too,
world.
Link.
A tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon.
It's a shame because Wind
And
Waker
Link
HD is
from the
actually
Legend
pretty
of
good
Zelda
upgrade.
series enters
I
the
like most
fray.
of its fixes. I don't care for
Soul
the bloom.
Calibur 2.
But otherwise.
Experience a
Oh,
world of white-knuckle
dude,
racing at
F-Zero
speeds
fans
over
eating good
2,000
guys.
kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it
Oh,
all on
I
the
finally
line
got my
in
F-Zero GX
death-defying
Online
races.
that I've always wanted.
Featuring
Whoa.
the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original.
They're probably
release.
not gonna have Mario Sunshine because of the
You can also check the controls for each
Nintendo
title and
Mario
customize
3D
them to
All-Stars
your
collection.
liking.
That's my guess, though. They probably won't because of that.
More titles will be added in the future.
Yo, Pokemon XD, let's go! But also, okay, yeah, they will add Sunshine. Okay. I guess that does
Nintendo
make sense because
GameCube,
Mario
Nintendo
64
Classics,
is also on there.
The Switch 2 exclusive game library coming
I
to
fucking love
Nintendo Switch
Pokemon
Online
Coliseum.
plus expansion pack
And XD.
launches
Coliseum
the
more,
same day as the hardware's release.
Shadow Lugia goes hard.
And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
Oh, dude, I have to buy
It can
this.
connect wirelessly.
This
and
is the
also
most
has a
exciting.
C
Oh,
button
dude,
to
they
quickly
got the
access game chat.
They got the game chat
The
button
Nintendo
on the
GameCube
GameCube controller.
exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch
that's
2.
the most exciting thing they've shown, by the way. I need that.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown
I'm not
here
feeling
on
this direct,
Nintendo
I
Switch
think.
2.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Let's
They
see some
gotta
more
they gotta
games from
end
our
on
publishing
something,
and
right?
development
They
partners.
gotta end on like Mario again, 3 Mario, something. Doesn't have to be that, just something exciting. I feel like they can't only have Mario Kart. Is this Deltarune? Okay, I don't give a shit. Sorry, I'm straight, guys. I instantly become disinterested in a game when it's released in pieces. I could be a little excited when it first comes out. I think I was. I played the first chapter of Deltarune, but I haven't cared since. I like Toby Fox.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
Dude, that scared me, dude.
Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world.
Dude, that was like a
filled with
Here's
wild enemies
Johnny
and outrageous
situation, man.
weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in
Fork, I saw you
2025.
say something in chat.
We'll be
I think I
sharing
missed
a
it.
lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more
Dad
Feature K on the way.
for this.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version,
Bro,
you can
I can't wait
experience
to
mouse
play as
controls on
Harriet
Switch
Tubman
2
on
by
my
purchasing the
Nintendo Switch
upgrade.
2.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinx.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
I don't know
Final
why this is
announcement for
lagging
today
behind.
is that
by the way,
WWE
guys.
2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
It hasn't really
Plus
been a big
NBA
deal.
2K as well.
Again, I
We
tried
can't wait to
refreshing
see
it
you in the
earlier.
ring.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old tattered.
4 kids?
Off they went armed with
One
nothing
Piece?
but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
Also, the thing is, even if for people who are probably excited for Deltarune,
Hook, line, and sinker.
is this just frozen now, bro?
Taste
That stuff's probably just gonna be on the Switch, like the normal one.
Really have started to
This is just
master
frozen.
final thing. Next stop, the top. Ha! Nice. It's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
You can't make this shit up.
Hi,
Bro.
I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Where are you, Dave Crooks? It froze. Yeah.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets.
No,
and aim
it's
for the
not
Gungeon's
me.
depths
What do you
in our
mean
roguelike
reset?
3D art style. You can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited
Man,
to share
what a
more with
good
you in the
reveal.
future.
This is like pre-recorded, right? Did they not upload the file and look it over? They're just like, yeah, good enough. Bro, I can't even get my first look. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, no, they're lagging behind. They're trying to fix it. Maybe. I swear to God, I have to look at Randy Pitchford's face again because of this.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in nights.
Hold
Thanks
on.
to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home.
They're not.
On the go.
Is Nintendo's?
Get ready
They
to
had
meet unforgettable
months for this.
characters and
Nintendo doesn't
discover
stream on Twitch,
engaging
right?
stories when
Like, there's no
Cyberpunk
other place to do
2077
this, right?
Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo
I'm pretty sure
Switch 2
Nintendo only
online.
does a YouTube upload. Oh, probably switch to UK.
こんにちは。
That's a good
スクエアエ
idea.
ニックスの浜口です。
That's a good idea.
任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。
You hear that, Ada? Your
本作は
game!
ミッドガル脱出までを描いた新しい FF7 を
Oh my
体
God.
験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する
The chat's disabled
FF7
for
リ
you.
メイクシリーズに
That's so
ぜひご
funny.
期待ください。
Thank you for the two.
Can barely handle the reveal the Switch 2 is doomed.
Dude, I tell you, it's not looking good. Thank you for the two, Charles with this. Oh man. How did they not? Dude, this is classic Nintendo of America, right? Because obviously Nintendo of Japan's thing probably works perfectly fine. They literally just fuck up everything they are given. The direct just got localized, guys. Oh, is there a silk song in this? Is it real? Well, that's your news for the year, buddy. I hope you're happy. It's kind of fucked up that we almost missed it. That Marvel game was good. I shill for Final Fantasy Remake only because my Ningen Zack from Crisis Core is now alive. Well, no one's ever really gone, so. As the Silk Song clowns got their 5 seconds of yearly footage and some of it was reused. Eating good. Eating good. How you feeling, Neil? Is this the best director news for you now? Fortnite on the Switch too. It's probably actually above like 5 FPS. I'm still disappointed you can only play compatible Switch 1 games. Should have been all of them. I don't know what the... Oh, well actually it probably is all of them. It probably just means you can't play like Labo. Like stuff that has like a gimmicky controller thing. That's probably the... They only say that just because of those games. So you're probably fine. Honestly. Unless you're like a Labo head. You're like, oh man. I love Nintendo Labo. Has anyone said that sentence before? Probably not. It's probably the first one. Fortnite's on the Switch 1, but it runs at like 10 FPS. Like everything on the Switch 1. Again, I almost said this earlier, but I got sidetracked. Your phone is more powerful than the Switch 1. Like, I have played Super Mario Sunshine on my phone, and it runs better than 3D All-Stars.
My blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him.
What are we watching,
night
guys?
Of moonlight.
This is Bloodborne?
To humanity's very dusk.
This is not Bloodborne 2. Huh, okay. Are we sure? Mario Kart, okay. I could believe that, you know, take a new direction. It is from, oh, is this their multiplayer game? Their Elden Ring multiplayer? Because I kind of want to play that. This is fun. Bloodborne Kart. I mean, this is the usual type of aesthetic, I think. Oh, funny armor guy. Jetpacks! Dude, we have for Fallout now! Cute. Sekiro 2. I'd love a Sekiro 2. Love Sekiro. You just bit that guy. It's fucked up. So this is actually Bloodborne 2, right? You guys were joshing me. Dude, how funny would it be if
Close your eyes and
wasn't on
contemplate
it wasn't on a fucking
as
Sony
befits
system.
the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Yo, is that a T-Rex head? That's pretty cool.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
The Dusk Bloods. Okay, so you just kind of moved that word around. I see what you did. Yeah, it's literally just not Bloodborne, dude. Sony wouldn't give us the name back. Only on Switch 2. Dude, that's gonna be annoying! It's gonna happen again! It's gonna be locked to a fucking one specific console again. Cursed IP.
についてはディレクターの宮崎さんが語るクリエイターズボイスを公開しますので、ぜひご覧ください。ソフトメーカーさんのタイトルの紹介は以上です。ご出演いただいた開発者の皆様、また今回の発表に映像をご用意いただいたソフトメーカーの皆様、本当にありがとうございます。ご覧いただいた以外にも、Nintendo Switch 2に向けて多くのゲーム開発を進めていただいています。今後もたくさんのタイトルをご紹介していきますのでお楽しみに。
Switch simulation already at 500%.
続いてはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Okay, yeah, that's a lot better now that it's in sync. Mario? Kirby? Is that Kirby? Oh, it's Kirby. That's 100% Kirby. Oh, I'm excited. Wait, is this Kirby era? They let Sakurai make a game that isn't Smash Brothers again? Holy shit! They did! Dude, Switch 2 is the racist console. We're getting 2 racing games immediately. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Where's this just? I mean, that's the same course. Oh, they got the box. Rest in peace, Alex. Is it 2 or remake or Riders? Please. Yes, they let him make another game that isn't Smash. Oh, dude, I say this all the time. I love all of Sakurai's games that are not Smash. I hate that he's in the fucking Smash minds. Oh, I'm so happy it's him. Oh man, that's great.
桜井さんが手掛けるカービィのエアライダーにぜひご期待ください。
Man, a lot of Sonic
最後の映像となります。ご覧ください。
Bring back Sonic Riders. It's coming back. You play Sonic Racers or whatever. You can play hoverboards maybe. Ingot Isle? Yo, is that a monkey? Is that DK? Is this DK? Donkey Kong fan sees a monkey first time in life. That's Seth Rogen! Is this actually DK64 too? That movement looks fun. So this is gonna be DK's Mario Odyssey, which is a weird thing to say. Yeah, rare DK design is a lot better. But it seems very Nintendo to be like, no, we're going back to ours. This reminds me a lot of Wario World. Is that a weird thing to say? Or just because they're all gold? Oh, 2D sections. That looks very country-esque. He's expressive in a very different way. Banana. Yeah. Oh, dude, you guys ever play, is it Jungle Beat, the platform with the Monroes? Yo! Hello. Lovely comparison on my potassium. Oh, there's the classic design. Rare-ish.
ご覧いただいたのはドンキーコングの新しい 3D アクションゲームドンキーコングバナンザです。唯一無二のパワーで敵も壁も地面も全てを破壊しながら巨大な地下世界を突き進みます。詳細は改めてお伝えしますのでお楽しみに。
ここまでご覧いただきありがとうございます。
So far, okay, we're not done.
改めてになりますが、Nintendo Switch 2の発売日は6月5日です。最後に発売する本体のご紹介です。まずは Nintendo Switch 2の本体です。これに加え、ダウンロード版のマリオカートワールドがセットになった本体も発売します。
I need that.
詳しくはダイレクト終了後に公開する公式ホームページをご覧ください。
God, please let me be able to get this plastic, man.
今回お伝えする内容は以上になります。発売までもうしばらくお待ちいただくことになりますが、Nintendo Switch 2を皆さんにご体験いただけることを今からとても楽しみにしています。
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。
Wait, was that? Oh, okay. That was really anticlimactic. Like, I'm not saying DK is bad, but like, gonna be honest, I feel like you could do a little bit more exciting for like your final ending in terms of like presentation. You know what I mean? The presentation of it all at the end was kind of lackluster. Just like, stay tuned. Not gonna lie, that was not great overall. Not great. That was a lot. There were a lot more dookie, a lot more down points than I was expecting. I'll be honest. Like, Kirby Air Riders is super exciting. I'm looking forward to Mario Kart again. Love the road calls to me. I love my racing games. You know, DK platformer's cool for the most part, even though they're, you know, that design, still not crazy about it. Not knowing the price worries me. How much is this plastic am I paying for, you know? Kind of ass birthday gift. I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sorry. The only good thing we got at Kirby, as usual. That's true. That's true. The Japanese stream has some more games. Okay, let's scroll on over here. All right, this is gonna be how many more games?
お招きしましょう。はい。お願いします。
こちらを楽しむか HDR お楽しみに The Original 発売します。
I feel like it can't be anything too exciting. There's no way Nintendo is like, oh, here's the new F-Zero Star Fox game. Like, there's no way that's a Japanese exclusive like presentation.
We are delighted to bring the immersive world.
Really? You brought? Didn't watch Cyberpunk? There better be something. You better not. You better fucking shit me. There better be something else here. Honestly, that was probably a both, but I probably missed it because we had the Switch streams. Me. That was me. I disconnected for a second. My seething anger, apparently. There's nothing here. I've been lied to. Again. New Mario Kart game looks awesome. No, I'm excited. I've been excited since trailer 1, my dude. Again, the road calls for me. Being racist is my passion. Kirby Rider's exciting. Again, like there's not like it's just the fact that like 70-80% of this direct was fucking nothing. It was we have voice chat now. There's a voice chat button. It was so important that we put the fucking voice chat button. Like, bro, why? I said it earlier, why do like achievements would make me more excited from a 10-year-old thing that should be on console? Are you in agreement that our friendship with Sonic Racers has ended and Kirby Air Riders our new best friend? Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, they even took the name. Kirby Riders. I'm really happy Sakurai's directing it. Again, I was pulling for Kid Icarus, but you know, just happy to see him doing games that aren't Smash. Oh man. They took both names. Oh, they had an idle game on the Japanese stream. It was probably a quick show. Yeah, but I mean that's cool. Like that's not bad by any means. It's just like I didn't really think there was anything like it can't be that exciting. Like if it was something that exciting, it definitely would have been an all across the board. Because usually it's like third-party stuff that is Japanese Direct exclusive, which, you know, we looked at it last time to go through, and there were a few games. Honestly, the last Direct was so much better on the Japanese side. They had so many cool robot games. It was all like Gundam and shit and Super Robot Wars. People on Twitter even saying they're choosing Kirby Air Riders instead of Sonic. Well, I mean, I think there's a clear choice. So, no surprise there. They upload everything on every channel. That's not true. If it's a game that's just Japanese and isn't coming to America, it doesn't get uploaded. Like all the cool robot games. Video games are dead. I'm in no rush to get this shit. I mean, I wouldn't either. But again, I know I'm just repeating myself, but I just love racing games, man. I gotta play Mario Kart. Gotta play it. Now that there's Kirby Air Riders, I'm done. Nintendo just said, all right, here we're taking a direct deposit from your bank account. No need to do anything else. The Tears of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom aren't free updates. Oh, dude, dude, you have to literally pay for Hyrule maps. That's so fucking crazy. I didn't even think about that. It's like actually insane. I was scummy when Sony was doing the free upgrade stuff for like $10, but it's Nintendo. You know you're paying like a $70 gateway for Hyrule maps, man.
I'm not racist. I just hate everyone equally.
So true. Actually, that's not true. I hate pretty discriminately. But it's usually for other interests. You ever talk to a guy who's in the feet? Don't like those people. Don't like those people one bit. I just like to go fast. See, that's actually me. Pay for 60 FPS. It's so bad, dude. 10 targeting our wallets directly. Yeah, me specifically. I'm really shocked there was no 3D Mario. I mean, I guess we got 3D Donkey Kong, which is probably more exciting for some people. Not for me personally. I prefer Mario, but like I feel like the Kong heads, you know, they just took down Carl Jobs and now they got a new game. So good for them. A European country has prices. It's 469 euros for base, 509 euros with Morto Kart. That was a Morto Kart. I don't speak European. How much is 509 converted to USD? €509 euros to USD. 550. Oh my god, that is actually pretty close to the 599 PS3 situation. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I hope we get a new Kid Icarus game.
So do I, Samurai Smack. Someone should make one of those. Maybe we'll go on like some like run of a lifetime. Maybe we'll do Kirby Air Riders and the Kid Icarus 2 and the I don't know, what's another good Sakurai game that needs a sequel? Everything I think is Kirby. Kirby Superstar 4. Yeah, I can't believe they announced Bloodborne 2 just for it to be locked to another console. Like, that's crazy. Like, what a fucking cursed franchise, dude. You know, it'll not be as bad because every Nintendo console gets, like, broken apart and emulatable almost immediately, but still. Would like to report that Azatrack is championing voice chat in the lobby. Great name behavior. You think he'd be better nowadays. There's less of them, so there's more brain cells going around. I feel like I would have got genuinely excited for voice chat if they were like, okay, Mario Kart 9 has proximity chat. Dude, imagine playing Mario Kart and like a lobby, and you just, as people are like coming up and approaching you, hitting you with items, you know, some real Xbox lobby shit being flung at you. That'd be awesome, but it'd be so un-Nintendo. So yeah, that wouldn't happen. Okay, so Nintendo Switch 2 is 449 USD. So a little under 500. I guess that's like the, maybe it's more powerful than we expected, because that might not be bad if it's actually not fucking garbage in terms of specs. Because that's how much the like the PS5 was, right? This price, me being upset by this price will specifically depend on the specs. If this is an actual like console, like comparable in any way to like what's on the market, then okay. But I have a feeling, because it's Nintendo, it won't be. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no, at least this console has games. Nintendo Switch does have games. Yeah, 400 would have been a hard sell. Yeah, the fact that it's approaching 500 is kind of... Sorry, I was looking at my notifications. Sony is dead. Do not use their PS5 trash as a comparison point. I mean, pricing-wise, it's fair to use for a comparison, but I mean, I agree. Sony is actually fucking dog shit. Sold out everything. Wasn't there something recently they were talking about? I believe it was someone at a Japanese studio talking about how Sony took them apart because it's like, I think it's just stuff we've always been saying. It's like, oh, Sony only wanted the big AAA thing. They wanted to double down on American sales because it sell well. And now they're probably not doing as good for as far as I can tell, which is, I wish I could remember specifically. I think there was an actual story here, but I don't recall it. Nintendo's just an offensive case of what we see so much going on with a lot of Japanese stuff, where it's like, wow, this does well in America, so we should change everything for Americans. And then like the thing doesn't do as well because, wow, shocking, the thing that it was doing that was more unique was what actually appealed to people. Japan studio, Japanese studio, or Japan studio was a like subdivision within Sony, and they made like Ape Escape, Gravity Rush, Parappa the Rappa, Frappa Rappa, all those games. So yeah. Huh. Five dudes in a basement. Sony forgot to feed monthly. I love those guys. They made good games. Every game that I've loved from Sony has come from Japan studio, and now they're completely defunct because they're like, we only want walking sims now. But yeah, point of the story, Sony sucks. Modern Sony's bad. I guess that's it. Mouse support makes porting PC strategy games infinitely easy. Yeah, like I said, I'm not crazy about that feature, but I don't think it's bad by any means. I think it's like it adds actual utility to the console. Like one thing that I'm really happy about with Nintendo Switch, and I guess the Switch 2 as well, is like the gimmicks Nintendo is incorporating into them systems actually improve games now. Like I'm a Wii hater. Like that technically is like my generation, but I fucking hate the Wii. I hate Waggle. I hate everything that it did to the industry, etc. Because it just made games less fun. It made them more annoying to interface with, except for specific things made for it. Obviously, like rail shooters as a good example. But like the Switch like thing of being a handheld hybrid console, like that's awesome. It really just adds to the experience for video games. And like I think the mouse thing is kind of like that too. I just wish I could just plug in a mouse. Like I just wish I could plug in a mouse into my Switch, like I could on my NES console or something, People on Twitter question if games will be region locked, while I'm sitting here wondering if they will run at all. Priorities. I feel like I mean they haven't had a region lock console in forever. It's probably not the case. Probably not the case. Yeah, I can't. It's been a long time since Nintendo's region lock. Man, Kirby Air Riders. That's so crazy. Quickly check the missing JP trailers. There's 2 short ones. It's like an idle game, right? Someone already said it because I looked through it and I didn't really see anything interesting. Someone said it was an idle game. Again, everything that was third party was not a new game except for the FromSoft one, so it's just like ports and shit. So, and it can't be anything from Nintendo because they definitely wouldn't lock that to the JP Direct. So, yeah. Pokemon Conquest. I never played Pokemon Conquest, but I really want to. Fighting Nobodanga to take over Poke Japan. I miss when we had really good Pokemon spin-offs, right? You know, like your mystery dungeons and whatnot, because there was a point around that honestly, Gen 3 to Gen 5, when Pokemon was at its best, when we had like just constantly really good spin-offs, and those are like all my favorite Pokemon games, you know, like the Coliseum series we talked about earlier. They just don't do that anymore. When we get Pokemon spin-offs, it's like a shitty mobile game. It's like Pokemon Cafe or Pokemon Blocks. But yeah, I missed that point in time. The C button on the GameCube controller is funny. Yeah, because I already had the stick, yeah. Dude, speaking of Japan and Nobodanga and whatnot, did you guys see the ending to Assassin's Creed Shadows? It has the guy who I think killed him and Yasuke. Instead, he like bows down to Yasuke. He's like, "You're the greatest samurai ever, the best it's ever been." Such a genuine fucking insult to Japan, dude. Dude, it's actual. What's the word I was saying before? It's a humiliation ritual for Japan. Just a liberal wet dream, completely invention. Hideyoshi. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm bad with names. I can't even say names. But there you go. That's the guy, yeah. Oh, and there was so much going on. Did you guys see that there was some shitty fucking YouTuber who made like a Grums call out video to be like, he's a gooner. Okay. Has this man in 50 years ever hid that from people? It's what I was saying last stream. I have my problems with Mark Kern or whatever, and I think he's kind of an idiot at times. But like the people who hate him are so much worse. I'm never gonna like be a genuine like hater of Mark Kern, because like the people who go against him are actually just fucking evil or idiotic. The funniest thing from Mark Kern's whole Gooner thing or whatever is apparently he had like a whole like lesbian fighting thing going on. The idea that he thought he had to pay lesbians to punch each other is insane, okay? They do that for free, statistically, all the time. You didn't spend your money, Mark. You could have got that. You could have just walked outside. Man. Melee players are probably gonna love the new GC. I'm gonna love the new GC controller, dude. I love that thing. For games that are specifically made for it, but I love that thing. Sadly, the stream's best part was when it crashed. Yeah, I mean, this stream was... The Nintendo stuff was not good, but I think we had fun here. I had a good time. Appreciate all these donations from Samurai, Smack, Chaos, Draws, Sonic Extreme, and Pluka. Appreciate y'all. I'm just waiting for Metroid Prime 4 still, since my other GOAT, Master Chief, is washed. Oh, buddy, he's 6 feet under. He might be even deeper. That's sad. I'm sorry you have to go through that. Yeah, Prime 4 though. There's like, again, this direct kind of sucked, but there are things I'm excited for the Switch too. I want the plastic. I want the day one plastic, guys. I know this YouTuber who's a Rayman channel is also a huge Ubisoft fan and basically called everyone who was part of the hate for Shadows as grifters and a bunch of curse words. That's how it always is, man. When there's no argument to be made, they just, you know, lay down the accusations of the isms and the ists and the etceteras. Rayman got raped recently too. That one show, the Ubisoft show where they made him like a drug dealer. Whew. It's not looking good for the classics lately, guys. Can I grift you, Dimitri? Sure, bud. I don't know what that means in that context, but go ahead. If you're a Rayman fan, you should hate Ubisoft. What do you mean, dude? They put him in the stupid fucking game. They made him a drug lord. That's epic, man. Hold on real quick. If I watched Gundam Witch, you were right. People only like it for the Yuri, and they have absolutely no chemistry. Legit, probably the worst Gundam series I've seen, and I've watched them all. Look at you. I need to do that. I love Cool Robot, but I'm not really a Gundam guy. One day I'll watch Iron Blood. But yeah, no, I mean, you see that a lot. And it's always very apparent from the get-go, from the way people talk about things. Dimitri, actually watch the show. Rayman is the only good thing in that show. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to listen to some guy on the internet tell me what to do. Why is it so dark in the room? Because I'm in an undisclosed location outside of America, and I didn't think to bring lights. See, it's early morning for you guys. It's getting late for me. But honestly, I think realistically went pretty well in terms of like an entirely different setup. The things that went wrong were mostly on Nintendo's end. So I think I did pretty good. Dimitri is in my basement. I'm actually in your walls. You ever watch Smiling Friends? First episode? It's how I live my life. I'm deep in there. Just my little computer. Yeah, Terriermon, Lopmon's somewhere. Here, I don't know. You probably can't see Lopmon, but Terriermon's there. Fearin's there. Ram's there. There's a GameCube over there. It's my gamer background, guys. Get it? I like anime and video games. Don't you believe me because of my background? OG Gundam from the late 70s is legit good. Don't sleep on it. I wasn't. One Gundam show I want to watch specifically for nostalgia, because I remember being a little babby. I think it was Gundam SD. They were like chibi, and I remember being super into the show and owning toys, but I don't remember it because I think I was too young. Like it's all just a blur. I just remember the cool little robots. Yeah, this Furin's a lot bigger than the one that I have at home. Dimitri, don't listen to that random guy. Listen to me. Different random guy. The Netflix show is lame. They made Rayman Fox News corporate news anchor who does cocaine and Cowwoman. Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I want to put on music because I'm kind of just hanging around now. Not ending right now, but just to get this out of the way, because I imagine some people are leaving. Not really going to be streaming this month because, again, I'm not home. I'm out. So while I do have this set up, I'm going to stream days that are like important in terms of like, oh, I have to do it this way. So maybe for the SAO DLC and stuff, but it won't be a weekly thing or anything. It'll just be like this. If something happens and I need to stream a specific day, I have it here. But I mostly have this just so I can work even when visiting girlfriend, family, and stuff. It's still here, so that's good. We're gonna try to do a member stream this month. We'll see if we can do that. So if you don't know, if you become a member, become a patron. Every month we play video games, SRB 2 Kart, SRB 2 Battle, Mega Man, one of those. So there's that, just so you know. So everyone's on the same page. Switch 2 Lite. Switch 2 Lite, yeah, I mean, there's always gonna be a refresh. You almost feel like a fool when you get the first console, right? Because there's always gonna be a refresh, there's gonna be special editions. Just things to try to bait you to buy again. Wait, Mario Kart's $80? Brother. Goodbye, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by. That's a lot of money. well, being racist doesn't come free, I guess. Oh my god, the biggest Switch 2 games like Mario Kart World will cost $79.99. Dude, everyone's been worried about GTA 6 bumping up the prices. Fucking Nintendo, swoop it in, outdoing everyone on scamming their audience like always. Holy fuck. Dude, Donkey Kong Bazinga is also $79.99. Whoa, hold on. Physical. Dude, that's digital. If you get Mario Kart World physical, it's $89.99. That's $90 fucking dollars, fellas. 99 USD. How much for Kirby Air Riders? Probably also 99 or 89 USD, excuse me. Yeah, $10 physical. Mario Kart World, $79.99 digital, $89.99 physical. Oh, excuse me. Actually, that's only in Europe. In America, they're both $79.99. Thank you, Donald Trump, for saving us $10 on our Nintendo games, okay? Sorry, only Europeans have to pay the extra 10 physical. The Switch 2 itself is $480, for something. Yeah, $480, I think. Man. I'm glad I kept streaming. Okay, I need to. The more information just keeps coming. I can't believe the Nintendo of America fucked up this stream, by the way. They literally can't help themselves from ruining everything Nintendo. Ascend to the peak of Haunted Kingdom in Hollow Knight Silksong, arriving on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Look at the server lobby. Wait, region locking's back? Dude, egg on my face! Egg on my face! They've actually brought it back! Guys, Nintendo is so pro-consumer. They're like the proest consumer in the industry. What are you talking about? It's also $100 cheaper in Japan. That's why. Wait, so they knocked it down $100 to make it region exclusive? Or, excuse me, they made things region locked because it's cheaper in Japan? Oh, buddy. Oh, man. That's the Nintendo tax. I'd assume so. Okay, well, that's what we're going with right now. That's the assumption. Visa thing. I don't know. It's more expensive in Europe. It's not just a US thing. It's even more expensive in Europe. They noticed people were buying the uncensored versions from PlayAsia, and it's localized to complain. We had to shut it down. If it wasn't for the price stuff, I'd actually believe you. I would believe Nintendo of America was like, hey, can't be doing this. They need our censored garbage. This is kind of a disaster. Am I incorrect in saying that? Yeah, Switch 2 is region locked, so no more getting games from whenever for the console. They decided to go back 10 years. The Japanese language system in Japan only is designed for the use in Japan only. The Japanese available as the system language, and only Nintendo accounts with the country region set to Japan can be linked to this system. This is an unmitigated disaster, you could say. This is bad. Double. Oh my god. Yeah, you can just play the localizers. I think that you're always safe to do that in any situation. Man, you know, it's really suited that I have the 2006 camera set up today, huh? We're really going back in time. Yeah, this is not great. I bet Air Riders won't even have the item bounce theme. Isn't that an actual racist national anthem, the item bounce theme? Like, no jokes? I feel like there's something going on with that. I feel like there's lore there. I'm trying to remember. It's convinced me to buy a PC instead, so the Direct has that got going. You should. I get Nintendo consoles as like a subsidiary system, like a second thing. PC gaming is just on a much higher level. You could even get a fucking. You just get a Steam Deck, buddy, and you get the Nintendo Switch experience. But you know you can run games instead of looking at slideshows. Yeah, you don't have to pay for multiplayer. This is the PS3 all over again. It might be, dude. Dude, I was thinking this is a guaranteed success, and I still feel like it kind of is, but I don't know. I was starting to feel really questionable the second you had to pay for, like, we're all talking about like the DLC upgrades for games, but at least there's still games, right? You have to pay for the fucking tech demo. Do you guys remember that? That was like a very brief portion, but you have to pay for the fucking tech demo. That's like, oh, here's the magnets in the console. And it looks soulless too. It looks like a generic like diversity equity like graph thing. It's not using the Mii's or anything. I'm shocked by so much today. I thought today was gonna be slam dunk. Yeah, like I thought it'd be like a Mii, like if it was a Mii thing, if it had soul. Okay. I'm like baffled by a lot. I mean, I still want to play Mario Kart, like I said, but like there's a lot worse. It was a lot worse than I thought it would be. Seeing a lot of anger and resentment on my timeline. I mean, it's realistic. It should happen. What the fuck did you say about the voice chat button? I won't even give a shit about the voice chat thing, but like I'm like shocked that the voice chat button exists. Like they thought it was so important and integral to they put like a console button into it, dude. That's crazy, man. Okay, so we're looking at Mario Kart 9X characters. We saw the Pianta, we saw the cow. Goomba's there, good for him, finally getting in. Is that a Cataquack? Dude, Sunshine Bros. Oh my god. It's our time! Also, the Bonefish? Dude, who isn't here? Monty Mole? Cataquack, dude, I love Cataquacks. Who is not here? Who did get an invite? Dude, imagine not being in Mario Kart X9, whatever this is called. That's gotta feel bad. Like, imagine if they left out Waluigi. Like they did for 7. Shy Guy's in, we saw Shy Guy. The fucking... Yo, is that a Wiggler? Yo, is that a Wiggler? No, that's like the spiny Wiggler. No, excuse me. I'm dumb. Not Wiggler. The thing that comes out of the ground, the cactus guy. I think we saw Baby Rosalina. It's a wiggler to you, buddy. Pokey, thank you so much. Oh man, I couldn't think of his name. They got the little bee guy. Yeah, Pokey made it in. They invited Pokey? Hold on. Can I make this easy on myself? Probably not. Abdulio, bro, thank you for the 5.
I wonder if Nintendo will be more on top of the emulation scene given what happened with Switch 1. At the same time, I wonder if to reach any programmers out there brave enough to attempt to use a /Ryujinx too.
The fact that they came after Yuzu and Ryujinx and like either paid people off or whatnot does make me think that, again, thank you for the 5, does make me think that that's entirely a possibility, that they're going to be on people's asses this time. But who knows? Yeah, look, that, you see him? This little fucking PNG, that's Pokey. He made it. Literally everyone, I guess. The snowman? Who's not invited to this Mario Kart experience? Dude, what's going on? I mean, I know I said the take from tour, but I didn't expect this. I mean, I'm not really complaining. I'm just kind of like, what? Sunshine Bros, our third guy. We're winning. Dude, oh man, this might be the most exciting. Yeah, the dead fish. They invited the dead fish. Oh man, Gito not being in. Yeah, I want Mallow to get in. Fuck Gito, but Mallow can get in. No, they added that N64 Penguin. He's there. He definitely got in because of the movie. Ah, dude. Oh man, dude, Stroll and Stu. Well, if you want to play Stroll and Stu, you should join our Sonic Roboblast card game nights. We got Stroll and Stu. I love Stroll and Stu. Dude, Stroll and Stu might be the coolest Ningen out there, let me tell you. See, this is a guy that fucks, man. He's the coolest Mario enemy that's ever been created. He strolls. His name's Stu. He's a simple guy, you know? I love that guy. We need Arlo. Shut up. Stop showing, dude. Thank you. That means a lot. I love Strollins too. Like Sonic All-Star Transform, you'll have the Danica chick in Mario Kart. Oh, Danica Patrick. Oh man. Arlo DLC for charity. OG Mario King Boo greater than Luigi's Mansion King Boo. Dude, high five, man. I'm a big defender of classic King Boo. In fact, the chat user Twerks for the Mode did not even show up today because of that. She knew I'd cook her ass over it. Because she actually loves Luigi's Mansion 2. She says it all the time. She's like, Luigi's Mansion 2 is my favorite game. I love that King Boo design. I just shake my head in disappointment every time. AI summary thinks you're talking about future Mario Kart 8 DLC. That's funny. The Power World dating sim? Yeah, I bet it's hilarious, guys. Oh, dude, what if What if you owned a gaming company and for April Fools, you made a dating sim? You made a VN. Dude, wouldn't that be funny? You're really good. Real original, really funny. Mario Kart 9 has costumes. I think they do. 'Cause we saw them, but it looked like they were almost like items. I don't know. I hope it does. I mean, it looked like it did. It was one of the first things I said I wanted when it showed up. Abdullah, I think of the 5 again, man.
According to Centro Leaks, the game card won't actually hold the game but a license check, and the game will need to be downloaded from Nintendo of America's support site, Nintendo Switch 2 Game Key Card Overview.
Nintendo Switch 2 does not have games, guys. I lied. Thank you for the 5, Abdullah. I'm gonna double check this. I believe you, but Nintendo Switch 2 does not have games. That was confirmed that some Switch 2 games won't have the game on the card. The cartridge will only be used as a license check, and the game will need to be downloaded. Oh, buddy, he was not lying. So Switch does not have games. Dude, this is what I'm saying. That's why I keep streaming. Every 5 minutes we find out something new. This is not good. They apparently released a list of the Switch 1 games that won't be compatible on the Switch 2. It's just what I said. It's like, it's gimmick Labo games. That's kind of whatever. That's what I expected. All I say is Nintendo can do the funniest collab with the crippled basketball game with Joe Swan. I have a feeling Nintendo would not put Family Guy or put their logo on anything Family Guy. Man. What a stream. Don't care about any of the new Switch 2 games. Yeah, I'm not in the same boat. Oh, dude, all the information from this is really bad. I'm really excited to see the Nintendo, like, YouTuber defense force over it. Because it always happens, no matter how anti-consumer Nintendo is, no matter what way they fuck up. Game over for Prime 4 to suck ass because it has to be made compatible with Switch 1. That's what I was saying. It really sucks to be a cross-gen game because it's like, I mean, the game does still look pretty visually nice on the Switch 1. But it's like, it sucks even if it's a good game. It's like, well, this thing got held back because it has to be on an older console, which always sucks. Let me rephrase that. I don't care enough about any Switch 2 games to buy the console. That's totally fair. I honestly really shouldn't, but I will just be honest with you again. I need the race. It's who I am. But I don't know, man. I just can't believe it. It's like every minute there's a new thing. Still buying Prime 4, but like, fuck, man, I hate when they do this cross-gen. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think Prime 4 is going to be bad. I'm just saying, no matter how good it is, it's always going to feel like, well, it sucks that it got held back because it had to be on the Switch 1. Which is always the shitty thing about cross-gen games. The license thing is true, but it said some games, so I don't know what that means. In terms of like, is that going to just be Mario Kart? Is that going to be like the vast majority of games? Yeah, that's not looking good. guess, hold on. Dude. So, there's been a lot of cope I've seen from people thinking that, like, or at least hoping that Nintendo Switch 2 is kind of going to go back to the old, like, more fun design philosophy of Nintendo stuff, like with their menus and stuff. Does this look any different than, this is the Switch 2, by the way. If I did not tell you that was a Switch 2, would you assume that was a Switch 2? This is literally the Switch menu, but I feel like it has even less color in it. I could be, but I feel like there's a bigger contrast on Switch 1. Like, themes will be real this time. Trust the plan. See, there's one of them right there, coping in the chat room. It's kind of crazy that they never added themes in general. You can, I have themes on mine because my Switch is hacked. Like, it's a very easy thing, I imagine, to implement on Nintendo's side. Even the PS4 had menu themes, yep. That's what I was saying. It's kind of like how I was shocked by that wheelchair game because it looked like a cheap fucking, again, $5 game you played on Switch. Nintendo, typically what you associate with Nintendo is like these, you know, fun, imaginative, like games and worlds and character design. But the Switch is so sterile, and I don't really mind it that much for the Switch. In terms of its menu, it's like, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. But you know, it loses a bit of personality. Like, I mean, even like the GameCube, there's nothing that's like really like extravagant to the fact of like the Mii's for like the Wii and the Wii U. Like the GameCube had a lot of soul, like that, you know, that song you hear when you boot it up, the way the menu moved around the cube. If you held a button, it made different noises when it was loading up. Like, again, I love the GameCube. It's just like the Switch just has nothing. They ran it for half an hour about little things that make it not a slight upgrade, but did make the menu look different. Yeah. There's nothing in here that felt like this is not just a tech upgrade. At all. Like, again, a lot of the new things they added as well, where it's like, well, this is stuff from 10 years ago. So. Again, I mean, I know we're going in circles, but it's just so disappointing. You know how much? Dude, actually, we don't know how much the Nintendo iToy is. Dude, the whole system. The whole system's probably like over $500 if you get the. Oh, here we have the specs. Hold on. Well, we don't. A custom processor made by NVIDIA. That tells me nothing. Okay, so we don't actually have the specs. Thanks. You're sharing. I never said I was sharing my screen. I was getting the fucking image. Like I'm teaching a daycare in here sometimes. I'm not a fool. If you're anyone who streams just like their live desktop, you're in for trouble. Like I ain't doing that. You don't know what the hell's gonna creep up, especially scrolling through Twitter, bro. You can get flashbanged by anything. Scarlet and Violet is actually getting a free Switch update, but it won't have any big changes. So that probably just means it'll run unlike on the Switch 1. You want to see it? Dude, my desktop is actually very clean. My Twitter's not so bad, but I mean, I don't know. You're gonna see some elf titties at some point, so like, can't have that. Make sure your tabs are closed. Yeah, I mean, you could take precautions, but I mean, it's like, especially scrolling through Twitter right now. Like, see, I just saw what's her name? Ilil? Mega Man. I just saw her in pasties on my fucking Twitter timeline as I'm waiting for Centro leaks to post more. That wouldn't be good. I'd get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Share that, please. I don't think I will. They have to update Scarlet and Violet for free. The 5 people who play it don't have the money to pay for an update. Honestly, it's Scarlet and Violet is very popular. It's like sad. It's depressing. It kind of shows why Game Freak does not give a shit about their Pokemon games, because they don't have to. People just buy it. You can literally make a game that does not work, that runs at 5 FPS, that is literally broken, and it'll make $1 billion. Just put Pokemon on it. Right on the title. Yeah, I'll give it like another 5 minutes or so. But I feel like we're probably reaching the end of information. Switch camera is $50. Dock set is $100. Damn. Okay, so $450. I think it's actually $480. We're just gonna say $450. We're gonna be nice to Nintendo. $450. $50 for the eye. $500. $100 for the dock. Joy-Cons are 90s. It probably comes with that. Okay, well, we don't need to do that. So it's probably honestly about like $530 just for everything. But if you need a replacement dock, that's $100 and the replacement Joy-Cons are $90. No, those are probably replacements. Chat user Hannah is fucking confusing me. It's a small thing, but I hate modern Pokemon legendaries basically handing you, or modern Pokemon handing you legendaries left and right. Same here. It like devalues them. Legendaries aren't special anymore. It's just like, oh, here's this god I found on in the dumpster. Like, it just sucks. They don't feel legendary when they're just like everywhere, and you know you get it for free. Like, it used to be really cool. You know, you have to do braille puzzles for Reggies. You know, when you go to find Kyogre or Groudon, they have their little unique little spots, and you know. Even something like Heathran, which wasn't story important or anything, he had his own little area, you know. He felt special, he felt unique. There we go. You thought that was a good idea? It entertains the I almost said the kids, but no, it's like Pokemon adults, I guess. Or Disney adult equivalent. Oh, Duolio, thank you for the 3, dude. I don't even see you in chat.
That list of compatible Switch 1 games on Nintendo's site reads like a compatible list from an emulator. I wonder if they're being emulated. Issues starting up, kids in games but with bugs, etc.
No, it's not that. All those games are, from what I saw, it's mostly stuff like the Labo, right? Like, that's not gonna work on an emulator either, because you need fucking the cardboard. I mean, obviously there's some stuff that has to be emulated. I imagine it's, you know, like a PS3 emulating a PS2 game, where it's mostly hardware, but some stuff isn't exact. I don't think it's anything like that. It's just kind of the nature of like backwards compatibility. If things aren't one-to-one, you know. And I mean, I'm not gonna cry about Labo. Like, do any of you know anybody who has a Nintendo Labo situation who loves playing with their cardboard? I don't think I've ever in real life seen the Nintendo Labo in action. It could not be real. It could never have been sold. Yeah, no! Yeah, exactly. You might not be able to buy it anymore. I don't know. I've never cared about Labo. Sorry to say, Labo heads. I'm not one of you. Ugh. Dude, remember when they added like VR to Smash with Labo? That shit was weird. Yeah, Ring Fit doesn't work. That's one of the games. I don't know if Senran Kagura does. They have a list on the website. You can go check. All right, let me get like 1 or 2 more checks. I think we're probably done. I love Pixel Time, dude. Such a good song. I do, yeah, I like Ring Fit. I had it for the cardio workout too. I love games that actually make you work out. Like I play Beat Saber for workouts sometimes. Like I don't like waggle stuff for video games and motion control, but for games that are just like, oh, here's a game but also fitness, that stuff's cool. I like that. Pokemon Ranger for please. Yeah, no, this stream went nice. We had a good time. Funny, dude. The one hiccup of like last year, I had to like, I don't even think anyone noticed. I had to like ban a guy in chat. If you've been through the past few streams, I don't remember who it was. I forget his fucking name. But he just kept asking weird questions every stream, right? He'd be like, "Oh, would you date Femboy for this like $1 million or whatever?" But he was just spamming chat with like weird homosexual shit like that. And he was getting like really mad that I wasn't like interacting with it. Like, guys, it was not Levlos. It was not Levlos. Guys, let me like, I don't care what you are. I don't care your sexuality. I do not give a shit what you are putting in yourself or putting in someone else, okay? But don't make it my problem. All right? Because that's when it becomes an issue. And I have like the past few streams with both Levlos and that other guy. Not the name, but the yapper. Yeah, I don't think his name was Cole. Yeah, he was just like spamming me and other people about like femboy shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? I'm trying to bing bang wahoo over here. No bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna do one more scour across these Nintendo tags. Dude, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is trending! That's, oh no! Dude, we really are going back to the early 2000s. Sonic's in the dirt. He's getting beat, his ass is getting beat by Mario. Oh man. Honestly, as a racing fan, as a racist, I am eating good. There are legitimately a lot of games I'm interested in coming out. Mario and Kirby, that's true. That's true. Kirby took his fucking name, he took Riders. Dimitri, would you eat McDonald's for $1 million for a whole month? The way you worded that question is, would I eat McDonald's and I would receive $1 million for a whole month? Yes. Alright, yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. I don't think we got... Oh, wait. Summary for upcoming Pokemon projects for Nintendo Switch 2. I think it's just stuff we know. Gen 10 Pokemon obviously coming. Free update for Scarlet Violet. Paid update for ZA. Well, the ZA paid update. Yeah, you're literally paying for frame rate. It's literally the only thing in it is 60 FPS and higher graphic. I wish we knew the price. How much is Nintendo like costing for a 60 FPS patch, dude? What is the Nintendo tax on this? Well, you know, dude, I love Applebee's, bro. You would if you would just pay for the Applebee's, you would not have to give me $1 billion. But that said, yes, I would take that. Applebee's stinks. You say that because there's nothing you can eat at Applebee's, because there is flavor in Applebee's. This bitch does not eat anything other than stale white bread and Doritos. I'm not joking. She has never had chicken. She's never had ice cream. She's damn right not American. She's not eating a burger. It is atrocious. It's actually atrocious. You know what, Twerk? Fuck you. Takes away your moderator privileges. Gotta be careful about what takes you make now. Put you in the shark den. Quesadilla burger is flames. So true. Oh, dude, I can't do this. I didn't eat yet. Oh my god. Torque, you missed it. We actually went back in time. We brought back region locking. We got the 2006 camera in 320p setup. Sonic's getting his ass beat by Mario. Oh, it's the 2000s again, guys. The Wii U is... Alright. I think we're actually done, though. I need to eat food and mostly that. I don't think we're getting. I don't think Nintendo can fall any further in terms of the information that we are getting about the Switch 2. I think we probably pack it up now. But yeah, thanks for coming. I had fun. I genuinely did have a good time. Just, you know, this direct was abysmal. Like I am genuinely I thought this was an easy slam dunk, but it ended up in the trash. Like but yeah, as I said before, normal stream schedule not happening, but there still might be some extra streams popping up, so watch out if you're interested. Become Patreon, become a member, join our members monthly streams, whatever. I post on the internet, on Twitter sometimes, etc. New videos being worked on slowly but surely. Dude, I am yoked. I had so much egg on my face throughout this thing. I was wrong so many times. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Had a great time. Appreciate it. Every single one of you except for Twerkster the Mode. Goodbye.